The year is 2016. Mobile shooter games are on the rise, with games like Critical Ops, Hitman Sniper, and Dead Effect 2 all beginning to rise in popularity. Activision would begin to take notice, and wouldn't be long before taking the opportunity to expand onto the mobile platform. On the 23rd of February, Activision would officially acquire a mobile gaming studio by the name of King Digital Entertainment. You might have heard of them before, as they created the very well-known game called Candy Crush Saga, which just happened to be one of the biggest mobile games back in 2016. However, King Digital Entertainment would be given their biggest and most challenging task yet, creating an FPS mobile game. And it wasn't just any FPS mobile game, it was creating a Call of Duty game on mobile. Soon after the acquisition, job postings would be advertised on King's official website, looking to fill the roles that were needed in order to assemble a full team that would begin the development process for this new Call of Duty game in early 2017. But then, they vanished. There was never any official statement or reason in regards to what exactly happened with the development of this Call of Duty game and why it was never released. We can only assume that creating a mobile Call of Duty game was too big of a task for King Digital Entertainment. Possibly they lacked the experience in this genre of mobile games and were unsure with the direction they wanted to take, or just simply failed to make a good enough Call of Duty game for Activision standards. With King Digital Entertainment failing to deliver the mobile Call of Duty game that Activision was hoping for, they had to look for someone else instead. And it wouldn't take long before they did. The year is 2018. Mobile shooter games such as PUBG Mobile and Fortnite Mobile have completely taken over, reaching the top of the charts and receiving a huge amount of success on the mobile platform. So it was no surprise that Activision would announce a partnership with Tencent, the company that was responsible in making PUBG Mobile, a game that was not only one of the most popular mobile battle royale games at the time, but would also go on to receive Google Play's Best Game of the Year award. It was obvious that Tencent knew what they were doing, so giving them the responsibility in creating a Call of Duty game on the mobile platform was a no-brainer. Tencent would put forth their lead development studio, which was Timmy Studios, to begin development of a new mobile FPS game. But there was one problem. Tencent and Timmy Studios had already started development of another mobile shooter game, which went by the name of Elite Squad Mobile FPS. Very little information is known about this specific game and why it was in development in the first place. We can only assume that Tencent already had plans of making their own unofficial Call of Duty game long before they would gain a partnership with Activision. But of course, that changed. And once they did receive that partnership, it was probably in their best interest to completely abandon the project and begin working on the game we all know and love, Call of Duty Mobile. But it wasn't actually called Call of Duty Mobile, but instead Call of Duty Legends of War. The game would first be available inside of closed test servers for those who lived in China, before eventually expanding to other regions. On December 13th, 2018, Call of Duty Legends of War would officially launch as a closed alpha, only available for those who lived in Australia. It was clear this was not even close to what the promotional trailer showed with Elite Squad Mobile FPS. This looked and felt like a true console COD experience on your mobile device, featuring many of the classic maps, weapons, and characters that Call of Duty fans have all grown to love so much. The alpha would introduce two main game modes, a multiplayer mode that featured Frontline, Team Deathmatch, Search and Destroy, and a free-for-all mode. There would also be a Zombies mode that would act very similar to a story campaign, giving you 9 total missions, multiple different zombie maps, and a list of objectives you had to complete. While the game itself looked very promising, there were still many lingering issues. The gunplay mechanics were clunky, sound effects in-game were awful, and constant freezing and crashing would occur frequently. Overall, the game still needed serious work to be done in order to have any chance of being ready for a global launch. At the start of 2019, Activision would officially reveal their latest mobile game at the GDC Unity event, showcasing what we could expect inside of this brand new Call of Duty game. No longer was it known to be Call of Duty Legends of War, but instead, it finally received its proper name, Call of Duty Mobile. Shortly after, COD Mobile would transition over from the alpha stage to a new closed beta test. This time around, the beta introduced a complete overhaul to a lot of the main user interface. Gunplay mechanics felt more responsive, sound effects in-game were better polished, and the game itself ran more smoothly, not having nearly as many issues as what it did back in the alpha. Slowly but surely, Call of Duty Mobile was beginning to create some hype and excitement. The mobile gaming community would begin to take notice as well, as many content creators would begin to hop on over to COD Mobile. Everything that Call of Duty Mobile had to go through, from its early development struggles, multiple testing phases, and fixing many of the problems that were present in the game, would all eventually lead to this. October 1st, 2019. Call of Duty Mobile would officially launch worldwide. This was one of the most highly anticipated mobile game launches that we've seen in quite some time, and it certainly did not disappoint. The game would receive 148 million downloads within its first month, making it the second most successful mobile launch of all time. Review critics would share an overall positive rating on the game, and even the player base itself were pretty happy with what they ended up getting. Call of Duty Mobile managed to deliver the best of everything all in one place, and because of it, Call of Duty Mobile would be put in the spotlight, receiving Best Game of the Year honors from Google Play and the Game Awards. It was clear TiMi Studios managed to not only create a Call of Duty game for mobile devices, but completely blew away everyone's expectations. But it didn't stop there. TiMi Studios still had a huge challenge ahead of them, keeping the game relevant. Sure, getting cool awards, breaking records, and receiving positive reviews are all great, but it won't matter if your game becomes boring and stale. TiMi Studios knew this, so they came up with a solution: updates. And lots of them. Initially, it started out pretty slow, as there really wasn't much to look forward to other than the original maps and weapons that have already been in the game since the beta. However, all of that would quickly change, as the first major update would bring a new multiplayer map, new weapons, new festive events, and probably the most significant addition, zombies. Season 2 was proven to be a huge success, but in order to continue building long-term retention with the player base, more updates had to be released. So with the following season, instead of lasting 2 months, it was reduced down to 1. With each new month that passed by, Call of Duty Mobile was receiving more new maps, more weapons, new skins, new operator skills, more score streaks, new balance changes, and much more. So much, in fact, it was becoming difficult keeping up with all of the new content that the game was receiving on a monthly basis, which was exactly what TiMi Studios wanted. But in order to retain the crown as the best mobile game, they had to go bigger and better. Season 9 would become a major turning point for Call of Duty Mobile. Arguably the biggest and most impactful update yet, Call of Duty Mobile would receive a fully in-depth weapon gunsmith system integrated in the game. This is a feature that has risen in popularity with newer COD games, as it allows players to fully customize their weapons to fit their own playstyles. So for a feature as big as the gunsmith to end up being released onto COD Mobile, it was revolutionary. Having this level of customization and in-depth was something never really seen before with any mobile shooter game. And despite everything that TiMi Studios managed to accomplish up until this point, they never settled. Multiplayer would continue to receive yet again more weapons, maps, score streaks, game modes, and of course, much more. In addition, more unique features would continue to be implemented, such as an FOV slider and just recently, weapon inspection. Battle Royale wouldn't be left behind either, as the mode would continue to receive a complete overhaul to its core mechanics. A lot of the features that we would see in a game like COD Warzone would be implemented to COD Mobile's BR mode. On top of that, Battle Royale would later on receive two very well-known maps, Alcatraz and, most recently, Blackout. And despite the removal of the classic round-based survival zombies mode, COD Mobile would introduce Undead Siege, an entirely new way to play zombies, introducing the well-known Primus crew that embarks into a completely new storyline in the world of COD Mobile. When you combine everything together, you get a game that has set the new standard of mobile gaming, surpassing over 500 million downloads and generating well over $1 billion. Timmy Studios figured out the recipe for success. Only time will tell if Call of Duty Mobile will be able to sustain this level of success, as the market for mobile shooter games continues to expand, with more AAA companies transitioning over to the mobile platform. But for the time being, Call of Duty Mobile sits comfortably as the king of mobile gaming, and it doesn't seem like that's changing anytime soon.